Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken at the 3. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Room here to run. He finds an opening past the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 53 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They'll leave this for Ware. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at that. And now running right through it. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here we go now. Boom. Watching now, Barney. Barney. Watching now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. To the ground now with Gordon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ford. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. They go play action here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically their scripts go
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Jackson to throw on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Mahomes going to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Denzel Perryman not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down. And
he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jackson now, operating from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. D Ford able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, he slipped right by him. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Now here's Mahomes. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set. Green
They run again with Hunt. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Back there! Over! Hurry up! Here we go! Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now!
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They run again with Ware. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Jackson now into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 44 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And he'll bang that one through. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Jackson on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They'll toss it to Hunt. Oh, what a move. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
They run with Hunt. He's to the 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there, 25 yards, and the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
Jackson operating from the gun. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Looking to throw. Jackson sets up the screen to Gordon. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
This is Gordon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Jackson down to throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Leopard. No, check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson looking to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Jackson on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. Mahomes to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Butker is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson to throw on second down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. Third down here.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate. except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. To throw again, Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. A win would be their second on the young season. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Chiefs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2.